Welcome back to the FC24 Chelsea Career Mode. The Northwest Derby is imminent, as you can see there, but we don't actually have any derby games today. We had 2 London derbies yesterday. We did well in them, but we had to work for it. Today we start with Bournemouth at home. We've got some games that really we should go a win in every single one, if we're honest with ourselves. Although I would like payback against Brentford for that 5-3 hammering we got at the GTEC Community Stadium earlier in the season. We're through in the FA Cup to play Wolves. We'll probably play that because I think the next round of the FA Cup may well be drawn in this month, meaning that we'd have to adjust what we're doing. We thought that was going to be the case yesterday when we beat Ipswich, but it got drawn a month later. But we're running out of months for the rest of the season, so I'm pretty sure that the next round of the FA Cup would come here-ish. Actually, where the other game against Wolves is. So we'll play it by ear. Sim Bournemouth to begin with, play Wolves, and then take it from there. But, I mean, let's be honest. We're 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League table. There are 13 games to go. We're in prime pole position for this title. This does not slip now. Thank you very much to Abdul Ramanulali for the support in the comments section. There was also, was it TPL in there as well? TPL11 and SN Gunu. Thank you very much for your continued support in the comments section. Keep dropping the likes, keep dropping the comments. Make sure you're subscribed and you won't miss out on anything. And hopefully we won't miss out on any points or cup progression today. Actually, you might as well stick with me because I'll show you the Bournemouth team. Kwame up top, Coronado at cam, Tyler Adams in there in midfield as well, Traore left, Fevre on the right. Actually, they've won 4 of their last 5 games, Bournemouth, but they did lose the most recent one. They're in 11th place in the league. And they've got Kepa in goal. Wow. All right, game on. I will actually play a stronger side in this one than I thought I was going to. Kwame, Gay. This is actually a lot of space there. And the space is utilised to perfection by Traore. He's coming all the way over to celebrate with Iraola. I need to see a replay of that. That looked like an absolutely fantastic goal. Cutting inside and then just finding the top corner. Yeah, very top corner. That's unstoppable. Bournemouth are in front at the bridge. Baku. Getting down the line well. And inside to Christopher and Nkunku. We need a bit more, please, gentlemen. Baku driving in well. And Nkunku, just like Mauricio Pochettino did there. Quick round of applause. That's us immediately level. A response at last to Bournemouth's dominance so far. What their number 16 is doing is beyond me. But that piece of footwork I hadn't seen. Watch this from Nkunku here. Shifts it from right to left, which sends the other defender, and it's a great finish. Game on again. Game on again. And I might, although to be fair, I was just thinking, as Ridley Baku was in position there, I thought to myself, maybe I'll bring on 87 rated Reece James, because the higher rating would help. But Baku's just made that goal, so maybe I won't. Gay. Back to Tyler Adams and Coronado. Adams again. Spreading it wide here, Bournemouth. Kawame's in. Oh, off the post. Fevre in possession again down the wing. Unbelievable, what an effort. Saw it smack right off the post from this camera angle. Aaron's driving inside from fullback. If we win it back, there's space. Good block. Baku will get rid, hopefully, and does so very well indeed. Now he's off. I tell you what, Ridley Baku is such a positive-minded player. I love that. Tammy's making a run. Here's Sterling. You see the movement on the left-hand side from Pedro Gonçalves. And Nkunku. Tammy's up with a header, and we've gone all the way back to the back line. It's all right. As long as we've still got the ball and have the opportunity to attack, it's okay. Ridley Baku into Sterling. Sterling with man around the corner there to try and find. We're linking up nicely. Sterling getting away again. He's in the box. Stay with Tammy. Oh, you're in the way, Mauricio. Oh, it's in. Fevre. I think they got a lucky deflection in there, but we may well be leaning on that 5-point lead at the top of the Premier League because we may well be about to lose here. Tried to play it out wide, and it just cannoned off Fofana, went straight back to Kwame. How's your luck? Fevre slams it tops. We make those changes now, but I was hoping to try and get a goal to win. Now I'm desperate for a goal to not lose. Yeah, can't be having a draw, can we? Max Aaron's in behind. Oh, he's gone for the cross. It might still work. Traore. Oh, no, they've hit the post again. Bloody hell. Bournemouth are tearing us apart. They had won 4 of their last 5, hadn't they? Evidently, they're getting back into the swing of things here as well. Favourite. I mean, time is done. 90th minute now. Need to get it up the other end and quick, but doesn't look like we're going to because they've got a corner now again. And with 90 seconds left, we're going to lose. We haven't drawn a game all season. As much as I've loved right now for that draw column to say 1, it will stay 0. Which is the same amount of points as we're going to get from this fixture. 3 times they've hit the post! My God, Bournemouth. Big win at Stamford Bridge for them. Travelling fans absolutely delighted, pushing for a top half finish and who knows, maybe something more towards the end of the season. I'm not sure what the points tallies look like that far down in the Premier League, but we've got a big cup game now against Wolverhampton Wanderers where I absolutely need a response. Nkunku's now 91, unbelievable. Fofana is now 85 and growing well. Oh, please, lads. What does the league table look like down there, actually? Let's have a look. Still got a 5-point gap, but it's only because Arsenal and Manchester City haven't played. Bournemouth are 11th. Now played a game more, but only 5 points off Spurs in 8th and 6 points off Newcastle, who've played 26. And Manchester United in 6th, who've played 26. So they're closing in on a European spot, Bournemouth, with their run of good form right now. 5 wins in their last 6 games is a huge run of form, considering prior to that, they'd only won 5, drawn 5, and lost 9. What a resurgence that is. Middlesbrough still on 7 and very dangerous of breaking Derby's 11-point record low. Wolves in the cup game going for a slightly fatigued Cunha and... well, not even slightly. Very fatigued. Cunha and Sarabia up top and out wide, but the rest of the side is strong and looking decent. Their form recently has been inconsistent at best, and you can quite clearly see there's quite a bit of fatigue throughout the rest of the squad as well, with Sasha, Bellegarde and Hwang Hee-chan on the bench also quite tired. Lucas Vazquez, though, is a new signing as of the January transfer window. We maybe thought about looking at him for our right-back role. Wolves decided to pull the trigger before I had a chance to. We will play not my full-strength 11, but we want to win the FA Cup this year, so I think most of the players will play. Noni with a big switch. Chile with a great first touch and spins away from Sarabia as well, who running at that sort of pace and that sort of intensity is not going to last long in this game. Tuck that back inside. Oh, Mykhailo Mudryk can't quite find Gonçalves. Using Gonçalves in that central cam role again for this fixture. He came alive in that position in an earlier game this season, and hopefully he can do so again today. We've got Baku starting, we've got Leslie starting, Chaloba and Disarcy back in the 11. Broja starts up top, of course. So it is a rotated side, but it's also a side that still has the quality in it to get a victory in this game. Absolutely. Noni and Madueke on the wings too. Jesus Christ, Aït-Nouri, do you mind? That was so aggressive. Martin Ødegaard-esque almost. Noni Madueke on the run. Broja doesn't miss because he's Armando Broja. He never misses. Chelsea 1, Wolves 0. Broja's making the run. He's offering that option. And he's beaten the defender too. He's on his own here, Broja. Oh, it's brilliant though. Oh, Slinini keeps it out. I don't quite know how. And that's half time. Went for the Trivela. I was trying to get it around the keeper in the far post, but he ended up going for the near post. Hits the woodwork and the goalkeeper and stays out. But we are still in front here. Mudryk, you can. Although that's the precision, isn't it? Oh, Christ, Kevin. He's gone. He's got to be gone. He's got to be gone. He's got an awful haircut. And that's an awful challenge. That's a red card, ref. You cannot be serious. Be sent off for the haircut alone, let alone the bloody challenge. Campbell driven to Sarabia. Nice challenge. And so, oh God, no, not that far. Oh my God. Jesus, good save, Diogo. That pass was just, don't even want to talk about it. It was that bad. Sarabia with the delivery from the set piece. He's surely not long for the subs bench. Deflected off. Mikhailo Mudryk is in the way and it'll be another corner. He's knackered, Sarabia. You can see bottom left just how tired he is. He's got to be off soon. Mudryk clears for a second time. This time not out for another corner. Mario Lemina back to Almeida. Andre Almeida to Mateus Cunha, who's also probably pretty tired. Counter-attack. He's at it again! That's Kevin Campbell again! Ref! How many times is he going to get away with it? Send him off! They've subbed him off. Disgusting. They knew if he stayed on the pitch he was going to get sent, Kevin Campbell. So they've subbed him off as soon as he gets the yellow to ensure they still have 11 players on the pitch. What is with this passing right now? Bellegarde off the bench. Mateus Cunha. Not got anywhere. Any options or anywhere to go. Apparently it's turned into manywhere as a word. Go on. Look at they've pressed so high. Noni's in and this has to be 2. There's no way. There is no way that I'm not scoring a second goal here. 2-0 Chelsea. Take that, Kevin Campbell. All the way back to Wolverhampton. I swear it was Wolves that did that last time. Where we broke in behind like that with a player. It may even have been Noni. And again, there's just so much space out there. I've not put enough power on it, unfortunately. But they're just so wayward with the positioning of their players. It's just a simple couple. The fullbacks have just gone. Now they've got everyone in my half. So the counter is just there every single time. So irresponsible defensively from Wolves. Here's Almeida. Good save by Diogo Costa, who, if I hadn't signed him, may well have ended up at Wolves with their history of signing Portuguese players. Neto with the corner here. Delivered in. Cleared away by Noni Madueke. 10 minutes to go. Still 2-0. Still looking likely of going through in the FA Cup. But still Wolves have chances. And that was very well struck and very well saved twice. And we'll keep it in too. Lucas Vasquez. I'll have that. Thank you. Enzo. Little knock back there. Around the corner. Beautiful. Leslie. Broja. Noni. No, not that way, Noni. You're supposed to make the run inside. Here's Enzo. Enzo Fernandez. 3! It's the amount of red cards that Kevin Campbell should have had in this game. 3-0. The FA Cup march continues. They're all swinging their scarves around it. That looks sick in the stands. Ole, 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 ole. Chelsea, Chelsea. In the final moments, Wolves still, to be fair, looking for a goal. But it's from there looking so desperately for a goal that we killed the game off with a second and a third. That did look really, really good though, didn't it, with all the scarves waving around. It's probably happened 2 or 3 times before. I've just not noticed it. Comfortable scoreline, as it was the case for Newcastle. Newcastle, Liverpool, Villa, or one of... Well, it's Watford then, after extra time. Arsenal, QPR, Newcastle, Liverpool, Villa, Watford, West Ham beat Spurs. Well, I would very much like Queen's Park Rangers or Watford, please. If anything, QPR, just for payback from the player career where they beat us 7-1 in the FA Cup when we were at Notts County in that save. Still, to this point, I think my biggest defeat on FC24 in any game mode. Obviously, I was only playing as me in the player, not the whole team, but still bossed in that game. Give me QPR. Give me the chance to get some payback, please. Who are we going to get drawn against? Has it been match rescheduled? Match rescheduled. Eddie Beach, you want to play, do you? Sorry, Eddie. Sorry, Eddie. Watford at home. Yes. Good. Okay. We will play Coventry. I wanted payback against Brentford, but I also want to play Coventry. But Coventry look likely to survive, so we'll sim Coventry, we'll play Watford, and we'll play Brentford then at the end of the episode. That is how this one will go from here, because Coventry look very comfortable in terms of their survival, I think. Where are you, Cov? Oh, they've slipped a bit. They're 6 points above the drop. Fulham and Everton on 21. Leeds on 23. To be fair, they do have a game in hand, as do Fulham and Everton. Everton, though, actually. Middlesbrough. 8 points in 27 games. 21 goals scored in those 27 games and 57 conceded. Not great for Middlesbrough Football Club right now. They're headed back to the Championship. You imagine Michael Carrick hasn't lasted long enough, if it were real life, to still be in charge, but I don't think anybody could save that Middlesbrough side at the moment. Right, Coventry next then, and then we'll take it from there, one game at a time. So Coventry City's lineup then ahead of this simulated game actually has a regen in there. Kovacevic at centre-back, rocking the mullet, you love to see it. Padilla in goal, Latabodiere at centre-back, still Callum O'Hare continually at cam with Ellis Sims up top. Wright is their go-to key attacking player. They play the standard, same as us. I can't remember what the score was last time we played Coventry. I think it was a draw, wasn't it? Something like that. But we will be at full strength because I can't really afford to take any risks here. So with the tactical view, we will sim away from home at Moulton Road, also known as the Ricoh Arena in real life, and hopefully get 3 points on the board in this next one before we then go and take on Brentford and Watford in the final played games today. Ref, how is it their foul? Tammy must have used an arm, presumably. Right, through to Sims. And back to Callum O'Hare. Out to Wright again. And on the left-hand side is Bidwell. And in the middle there is Hall. Intercepted by Fofana. Not well intercepted by Fofana. Callum O'Hare makes it Coventry 1, Chelsea 0. How did that happen then? Fofana's in there and makes the interception. Tackles him into... Oh, he doesn't actually properly intercept it. Backheel attempted assist. Then just goes over Fofana's foot. Straight to the Coventry man. Not the ideal start. Enzo. Sterling. Pedro. Oh, come on. How have we not gotten a goal back yet? Pedro's one-on-one there, and he's so delayed in taking the effort. We've seen that a few times recently where players just don't take the shot when they should. I don't know, actually, in tactical view. If you can, like in my player, like, goal! Tell people to shoot if you press, like, the circle button. Or B on Xbox. If I press that, can my guys shout from the sideline? Be like, shoot! Shoot, mate! I don't think that's the thing, but it would be cool if it were. Pedro Gonçalves this time does shoot and scores. Now do it again, please! Come on then. Tammy helps it on its way to Sterling. This is a good counter-attacking opportunity, and there are plenty of dark blue shirts forward here. Pedro Gonçalves needs to find the passes, and Nkunku taking his time. Sterling! Oh, praise the Lord for Raheem Sterling in the 91st minute. 30 seconds to go. We've stolen the game. That is a let-off, to say the least. Only his 4th goal in 22 games this season, Raheem. He was integral to our, air quotes, success last season. He scored so many goals for us in Season 1. But unfortunately, he's not been able to follow that up this year, although it's not like it's affected our form, is it? Stan's disappeared as the final whistle goes, and we will take those 3 points and gladly disappear back down the motorway to South London and hopefully follow it up with a win against Brentford as well. But we will absolutely have to be much better against the Bees than we were against the Blues. An 8-point lead at the moment, but City and Arsenal do still have a game in hand. Villa are there or thereabouts again for the top 4 and maybe for a chance of a title fight. The Champions League this year, Aston Villa. And, well, they're having another very strong season. Great side for Career Mode. If you want the sort of team that could challenge for top 4 and maybe a title within a couple of years, there isn't one of the obvious, then Aston Villa is absolutely the go-to. 5-3 was the scoreline in their favour last time we played Brentford, but they've dropped to 16th in the table and their form is inconsistent to say the least, as you can see. Keane Lewis Potter gets the start. Jesus Ferreira up top with Kevin Schade, I think it's Kevin, on the right-hand side. Rodriguez Baptista Magoma in the midfield. They've dropped Charles de Ketelara. Emil Smith-Rowe on the bench as a very good impact player. Digne, Ayer, Pinnock and Collins, the back line with David Raya back at the club. In between the sticks, the kick and rush is their play style. And, well, quite frankly, I think everybody should still be fully fit for the previous game, shouldn't they? Not that, really, everybody was that impressive in that last game. Gonçalves got a goal, but it was a little bit frustrating. I will check and see what his goal contribution stats are like, because whilst he's very good as a player, I don't know if he's contributing as much as perhaps he should be, given his overall rating. You guys have been calling for Mudryk to get more football. And I get it to a point, but his potential is only 85, which is worse than the other two starting wingers we got. And Noni will get to 85 much quicker than Mudryk will, even if Mudryk gets a bit more first-team football. So, and Mudryk hasn't been that great for me when I've used him either. I'm torn. Obviously, I get the potential in Mudryk, but sometimes you need to focus on what is talented right now, and you can't really afford to go for those that are slightly longer term. Badiashile's content now. I wonder if his transfer request has actually passed now. Not sure. Take Tammy out. Maybe go for Broja this time. Why not? Let's see what we can do then against Brentford. Lovely ball by Badiashile out to Mudryk. Through that gap is a running Enzo, and here's a running Nkunku. And Broja's there, and the obvious ball out here to Raheem. He was our saver in the last one, and he's messed that up, really. I tried to go across goal, and he's almost opened the face of his body up there with a weird technique. That is not the way that I anticipated him actually taking that shot. That absolutely should be 1-0 Chelsea there. Badiashile's doing his best defensively so far today, as Leeds have taken a 1-0 lead against Manchester United. Brentford don't take a 1-0 lead against us here. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you to just give me the ball. Well, Broja could be in. Come on, Armando. Oh, it's a great touch. Defenders are coming. But if you put shot power behind it with Armando, you're always going to cause the keeper problems. Reece will deliver the corner. It's good. Badiashile's up. Nakoma wins the header. Good leap by Sterling. It'll fall to Mudryk. Reece James looking for Broja. Will take another corner. 39th minute. Just had a look into the David Raya loan situation, because I did wonder why he was back at Brentford. I thought the transfer was permanent. It's a loan with a purchase option IRL, not a permanent. And actually, as part of the deal, he supposedly signed a 2-year extension at Brentford as well, with the option of 1-year add-on as well. So if Arsenal don't trigger that £27 million buy option for David Raya, he will go back to Brentford and stay there for the considerable future. That's an advantage for us, supposedly. We use Chilwell first. Mudryk in behind. Oh, Enzo positioned himself kind of well, but also not very well. Can we get a chance before half-time? Broja's there. Bit of acceleration. Oh, I don't know. I think that was a good challenge. I think that was a very good challenge. It's got to be Reece James, surely, to take the free kick. And Nkunku apparently has really good free kick stats, but I think the power is probably going to be more important here. Reece, over the wall, and top corner, please, my friend. All right, sweet. 0-0 at half-time then. Bugger. Into Rodriguez. I saw that through ball coming. Purposefully changed to Chile early to try and cut it out, and it worked well. James, I'm actually not going to go down the line there. Look at Mudryk all the way over here. Lovely ping. Great touch as well. And Enzo. You can squeeze that through there to Broja, who can help it on to Nkunku with a bit of footwork maybe. We can work the space for the shot. Tried to arrow it low with good technique, but he's put it wide. Tough to play against Brentford. They've been such a bogey team for me in the last 2 or 3 consistent saves, which is remarkable, really. Sometimes you get a bogey team in a save, and that's fine, but for the same bogey team to continually be a pain in my backside for 3 saves in a row, it's pretty remarkable, really. Good block by Badiashile, and we won't get rid of it. But Badiashile's there again, and this time I will get it to Raheem Sterling. And Nkunku is there, but there's not really much room to do anything. But over here, if the ball was better, we could have found Mudryk. We do find Mudryk, despite the fact it wasn't a great ball. Chilwell forward. I'm actually not going to use that, and I'll go to Broja. What a challenge by Ethan Pinnock. I can't find a way through against this Brentford backline. They continually hold me out and cause problems going the other way as well. But at the moment, it is both defences coming out on top. Just over 20 minutes to try and find a winner here. Here's Gonçalves off the bench here. Ping it out wide. Sterling's there. Lovely take. Okay, they both fell over, and still Sterling comes away with it. All right. Still Sterling comes away with it. All right. Oh, what a challenge, Pinnock. Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, thank you. I don't know why he's done that. Looking for Conor Gallagher, finding him well. Into Mudryk and Tammy. Around the corner is Pedro Gonçalves. Match winner off the bench in the central cam roll. Chelsea 1, Brentford 0 in the 85th minute. We're going to win late again. He's just run straight into me there, Charles Gettelari. Got lucky to get away from a couple of challenges and couldn't do it for a third. He didn't lock onto it. Oh, Badiashile just ran underneath the ball. I was holding the stick forward to try and get him to outmuscle and physically encounter the defender that was with him. And he very nearly just gifted Brentford an equaliser. The whistle goes, but Jeeps, that was a bit of a Code Brown moment at the back there at the very end. We get the victory though. Fighting really hard to ensure that we get the dub. We did against Coventry, we did against Brentford, and in these difficult ones, squeezing the win out of games that look like they might be draws is what wins you championships, and what may well win us this championship this season. We've got Watford next in the FA Cup, which is, of course, a very winnable game, but now that we're out of the Carabao Cup, to be fair, even if we were still in the Carabao Cup, we would have played the final by now anyway. So focusing solely on the Premier League and the FA Cup, and because there's no Europe, we've still got a great gap between most games. The occasional midweeker, but actually, it's only 2 midweek games left now for the rest of the season. We're very nearly at the end of season 2. We're very nearly Premier League champions, but can we get to the FA Cup semi-final with this win against Watford? Sema, Kalu and Healy, their front three. Kone, Luza and Kayembe, with Morris, Porteous, Hoot and Ngakia, with Bachmann in goal continually. Anything on the bench? Tom Ince? Probably not. Roberts, maybe? Probably not. Aspria, maybe? Probably not. They're having a good cup run though, as you can see. 4 wins and 1 loss. Because they're in the championship, it won't register their league form. I'll have a quick look actually and see where they are in the championship. They're 7th and chasing the playoffs, so they're not to be sniffed at. And if they win their game in hand, they will be into the playoffs. So let's go and play them. Let's go and get the job done, and fingers crossed we'll be through to the next round of the FA Cup. Leslie takes that off the Watford man at the very beginning of the game. Mabroya finds Gonçalves, who's in a hot vein of goal-scoring form right now! And that is continuing! Pedro Gonçalves is a cam, not a winger, I think it's safe to say, because he's so effective in central areas. It's just unfortunate that Nkunku is even better. Maybe we do start Mudryk or Noni on the wing and use Gonçalves as an impact player centrally, because he's having a bloody impact right now, isn't he? That's 3 games scored in a row for Pedro Gonçalves. Mudryk, lovely switch out there to Noni, and look at the runner Leslie. They're just not tracking him. Watford, they're not tracking them at all. We'll square this, and this should be a simple second, and is Armando Broja, ever reliable in the finish. Chelsea 2, Watford 0 in the 12th minute. This could get embarrassing for the Hornets. We beat the Bees. Can we beat the Hornets? Here's Healy now. Nice turn. He's wound up for it. Oh, you probably could have held that, Diogo, but I appreciate you just making sure you don't make a mistake. Kalu will take the corner. They found someone previously, and they very nearly do again, but Baku gets up and clears away nicely. And we'll just ensure that we don't concede here. And by breaking, when they push bodies forward, we might have a go at making it 3-0. Watford could be in for a real pounding here if we maximise the potential in this 11. Oh, which we very nearly did with Noni Madueke for a third. Kone. In there to Luza. And Kalu. Nicely down the line to Ngakia. And the delivery, and Healy's there with a header. Nice little flick on. Keeper deals with it well, but that would have been a great start to the second half for Watford if that flew into the back of the net. Not a great start to the second half for whoever it was that flew into that slide tackle, though. Brilliant. We'll use the left back first. Try and drive into that space before then looking to play the passes around. Gonçalves, lovely turn, looking for Leslie. I think he's just onside here. Ugachukwu seals the game. It could have been 2-1 at the other end. Healy with a good attempt. But on the counter-attack, Leslie Ugachukwu, who is very capable of popping up with a goal every now and again, does so again. Martson with the throw. Leslie quickly into Noni. See Conor Gallagher actually in a good spot, but I can't find him. But it doesn't matter. In the 90th minute, hopefully the ref doesn't have too many minutes on here. Watford actually had a good break on there. It was like 3 or 4v1 at one moment. Still it comes forward. This will be the last action of the game. Or at least Watford's free kick for the handball will be the last action of the game. I can't see the scoreline anymore because it's bugs with a Gallagher substitution, so apologies for that. Chalobah wins that header well, and Mudryk will clear. Had a decent game to Fema Kylo, not really done too much to warrant forcing his way into the starting lineup ahead of Pedro Gonçalves, who rather evidently at the moment is trying to fight back at me and you guys in the comment section for what I said earlier about him not necessarily earning that starting spot or us contemplating taking him out. He's like, drop me, will ya? Or think about dropping me, will ya? Don't. Newcastle 3, QPR 1. West Ham 2, Villa 1, and then Arsenal or Liverpool. I'd like West Ham. I will end up with Arsenal or Liverpool probably in the semi-final. But we are headed to Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final. But we don't yet know who we'll be playing against. We should know now, though, because tournament prize money has been awarded. And Bro is saying thanks for playing him. You're more than welcome, Armando. Who've we got? Who've we got? Who've we got? Arsenal. Yay. Okay, so busy month, busy episode in the next one. Everton, Middlesbrough, Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Wolves. But we're very nearly at the end of the season now, so we should be able to play that semi-final in the next episode. Sim Everton, Sim Middlesbrough, Sim Wolves, play the 3 big ones, and then by that point, we should be in a position where we will, hopefully, fingers crossed, be able to win the title a little bit earlier than the final day. At the moment, we are winning every 3 of 4 and losing every 1 of 4 because we've still not drawn a single game this season, which is pretty remarkable. 63 points to Arsenal's 55, although they have a game in hand, as do Manchester City still, so at least 5 points clear at the top of the table continually. We'll try and maintain that moving forward, but a strong episode for us again today. Other than the Bournemouth defeat, on the back of a very strong episode yesterday too. That will do us for Friday. Hopefully you guys have a very good weekend. Do come back and join me on Monday. Very much appreciate your presence. I'll be recording live over the weekend on Twitch, so there's still plenty of content for you to enjoy on Twitch. Of course, the My Player continues on the second channel as well. Link in the description for that if you want to go and check it out. But for today, here on the main channel, that is all for me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more, and I will see you in the next one.